Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here with me, or welcome back. I am super grateful to be here with you. This practice is being filmed and brought to you in the beautiful, beautiful Costa Rica. So you will definitely be hearing the sounds of the jungle, of the monkeys and the birds and whatever else you might hear in the background. So allow these sounds to take you deeper. Perhaps it'll make you feel like you're actually here with me in the jungle. This practice is a slow, intentional Hatha practice with an emphasis on forward folds and some twisting that will help facilitate this deep sense of mental stability and stability in the body, stabilizing our energy, calming the mind, and really we're orienting ourselves to move and practice through a sense of deep ease that will help us to bring us into this sense of embodiment and letting go of what's not serving us. So it's an intentional, slow moving practice with a delicious Shavasana at the end, and then we will complete the practice with some Pranayama and a meditation focusing in the light of the third eye. Have blocks, you might need them. They're not necessary, or if you like to sit on a meditation cushion. And also subscribe to my love letters if you'd like to stay connected. My email list, there's no spam, just so you know for any upcoming retreats that I have on the horizon and offerings and just some musings and some inspiration. Get into something comfortable and let's get this slow, intentional Hatha yoga practice started. Let's begin on our backs today. So go ahead and lay down. And yogi's choice to either begin in Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touching, knees open. You can always place a couple of pillows or blocks underneath the backs of the thighs for more support. Or come into constructive rest with the feet out wide, knees falling in to touch. It's nice and supportive for the lower back. Hands could either be on the belly for a little extra support and grounding, or arms by your side, palms facing up. And maybe give your chest a little lift and gently slide and tuck the shoulder blades under. Relax the back down so that the heart and chest feels nice and open. Once you find your position, close down your eyes, and we'll invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths to clear the space and fully land and arrive on our mats today. So exhale your breath through your nose and invite in a nice big inhale through the nose, and belly and ribs, chest, collarbones expand. And a nice big exhale out through the mouth, release. Let all that stale air go out. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, perhaps it's the biggest breath you've taken all day. And a big exhale, maybe even let out a sound or a sigh. Let it go. Close your mouth. And give yourself permission to land and arrive. Just allow your whole body and being to rest. Let your belly be soft. Shoulders are relaxed. Your hips are heavy on the mat, on the ground. Relax your jaw. And soften the energy and the muscles behind the eyes. And just start to observe your breath. Notice how you're breathing without shifting anything right now. Just observe. And take note if the breath is shallow or perhaps it's deep. Is the breath even? Is the breath interrupted? Or perhaps the breath is smooth? So we're letting go of your journey to get to the mat today. Letting go of expectations of the practice and of yourself. Releasing any to-do lists. And give yourself full permission to be here on your mat in your practice. Arriving exactly as you are. As you land here in your body, in your being, and in your breath, start to shift your intention to make the breath nice and smooth and even. The breath is deep and the breath is seamless. What we're doing here is setting the tone and the intention for our practice, anchoring our awareness to the breath, which will allow us to create and cultivate that steadiness of the mind as we move through different asana, different postures, and allow us to cultivate that calm and deep ease from within. As you're anchoring into your smooth, deep, seamless breath that we'll keep coming back to throughout the practice, start to bring your knees in towards your chest and interlace the fingers around your shins. Relax your shoulders. You can be still here if you like to gently rock or sway from side to side. You can try that, see how that feels in your being. And if you're rocking or swaying, come back to center. Place one hand on each leg and start to open up the legs apart, away from one another. You can keep your ankles soft or you can flex the feet if that feels better for your knees. Continue to invite softness in your belly as you open up the thighs and the groin. And then gently bring your legs back together. Keep your right thigh in, the left leg extends out long. You can flex the feet here if that feels better for your knees. And we'll come into a simple twist. The left hand to the outside of the right thigh, roll over onto your left side. Right arm opens out to the side, palm is up, externally rotating the right shoulder. Find a comfortable position for your neck, for your head, abdominal breathing. Beautiful. Come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat. Notice if the hips have gone a little uneven. So lift your hips up a couple inches and then lower them back down. Reset. Bring your left thigh in, left knee in. Extend your right leg long onto the ground. Draw your left thigh in. And then bring your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Simple twist. Roll over onto your right side. Left arm opens up. Feel that extension and opening across the chest through the fingers. Find a comfortable position for your head. Breathe into your belly. Okay, come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat. And again, just give your hips a little lift up, a couple inches, lower back down, reset. Setting up for a bridge pose. So bring your heels close to your glutes. Feet and toes are facing forward. Arms down by your side, palms down. And we'll just do this to activate the back body. So we'll press into the feet, gently engage your glutes. Inhale, lift your hips up to a bridge pose. Weight is even on both sides of the legs. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. And we'll add in the arms just to open up the shoulders as well. Syncing breath to movement. Inhale, lift your hips up and then bring your arms up overhead like two tracks, two parallel lines all the way up and over. Backs of the hands touch the ground behind you. And then as you exhale, lower the arms, lower the hips down. We'll do that a couple more times. Nice and smooth, smooth breath. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms up overhead. Full inhalation all the way up into the collarbones. And then as you exhale, lower your hips, lower your arms. One more time. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms all the way up. Now this time we're going to exhale and just lower the arms down. Keep your hips lifted. Palms down on the ground. If you want, you can interlace the hands underneath your back body. Or just keep your hands on the ground for support. Continue to breathe, even breath. You might start to feel a little bit of heat. This is where we anchor into the breath, focus the mind on the breathing to smooth out any imbalances or interruptions. Okay, and then as you exhale, slowly lower down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Release your glutes, relax here for a moment and just receive that deep sense of groundedness. And then bring your knees back in towards your chest, interlace the fingers. Nice deep breath. Okay. We're gonna rock and roll up onto all fours, or you can just roll over onto one side and meet me in tabletop. Once you're there, you're gonna spread your fingers wide. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll move into a few cat-cows to continue opening up. So on the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze. As we exhale, we push the floor away, pull the belly in, nose towards the belly button. Twice more. Inhale, nice and smooth, open up. Exhale, round, pull the belly in. Inhale, open up to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Come back to your neutral table. We're going to tuck the toes under, push up and back to the first down dog of the practice. You can keep the knees nice and bent. Push down through all 10 knuckles. Maybe give your head a little nod, yes. Release any tension in the neck. Wrap the upper arms around and in. Glide the shoulders down, so towards your sit bones. Sit bones reach up and back. Your heels are disappearing behind the toes. You can't see the heels. Firm the outer edges of the shins and the thighs. And then start to walk your dog out. So just bend one knee, bend the other, open up the backs of the legs. Keep pushing down through the hands. The sit bones are reaching up. Nice long spine. Continue to breathe. Now if you're pedaling out your dog, just find some stillness. You can always keep a nice bend in the knees. On your next inhalation, you're going to come forward into high plank. Again, knees can come down. As you exhale, we're going to lower down onto our bellies. So you're going to point your toes, elbows hugged in, lower onto the belly. Give your shoulders a loop onto the back, elbows come in towards the body, tops of the feet press down. As you inhale, you're going to lift your gaze, lift your chest. The collarbones are open, elbows in, chin is in, so the head is in line with the spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower down twice more. How smooth can you move? As you inhale, you're going to lift, breathe into the chest, into the heart. Notice how that feels to breathe into the chest when you're coming into your baby cobra. And then exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, lift. This time we're going to stay here for the exhale. Continue to breathe, pause, find ease here. Smooth out any interruptions in the breath. If you'd like, you can always lift your palms off of the mat. Feel the back body enliven. As we do this, we invite in softness. Nice and calm. And then we exhale and lower everything back down. Tuck your toes underneath. Palms are down, elbows in. Inhale, push up, pull the belly in. And then exhale, shift up and back, downward facing dog. You're going to bend the knees a lot towards the end of your exhalation. Look between your hands. And then walk as many steps as you need, or step to the top of the mat. Forward fold, feet hip width distance apart. You're going to grab opposite elbows. Bend your knees even more. Be still, or if you want to sway a bit from side to side, you can do that here. You can nod your head yes. Just make this your own. Feel the release in the spine. Gently opening up the backs of the legs. Okay, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. So fingertips come to your shins or your quads. Shoulders back, long spine, chin in. Feel that elongation. Exhale, forward fold. Root down with your feet to rise. Inhale, arms reach up all the way up to stand. Arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Chest open, cycle of breath here, tailbone lengthens down, proud open chest, eyes along the horizon. Okay, release your hands down. We're going to do a simple sequence, simple but yet potent, which is really great for grounding the mind, creating stability as well. So you're going to make sure the feet are hip width distance apart. Take your hands on the backs of the thighs, just underneath your glutes. And we're going to be sliding the hands down the backs of the legs, and the shoulders stay back. Chest is open. And you can keep a bend in the knee as much as you need, especially if you have tighter hamstrings. So as you breathe in, you're going to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to start to fold. Try and keep the long spine, so you're folding over your hips, and the chin stays in, and slide your hands down the backs of your legs. So bend your knees if you need to. And then as you inhale, you're going to slide the hands back up. Chest is open, shoulders back, chin is in. You're rising up with a flat back. Nice and simple. As you exhale, chin is in. Slide the hands down. All the way down to your fold. Chest stays open, shoulders back. Inhale, rise up. If you want to make this more challenging, you don't have to, but you can stay with the hands here. You can bring the arms up overhead. So as you exhale, either slide the hands down the backs of the legs or biceps by the ears, and the thumbs are reaching back. Inhale, if your arms are extended, lead with the thumbs. Rise up. Feel that deep stability. Nice and smooth breath is even. And again, exhale, lower down to your fold. Long spine either way. Leading with the thumbs, rise up. Okay, and then just exhale, come to stand, Tadasana, mountain pose. Cycle of breath here, recenter. And we'll take our hands behind us, interlace the fingers, shoulders back. Inhale, extend the elbows, open the chest. As you exhale, a little bend in the knees, forward fold with the hands interlaced. If you can't quite interlace them, you can always just grab opposite elbows or bring your hands down to the ground if the interlace is not working today. Back of the neck is long. Breathe into your belly. Find stillness here. Focus your eyes on one point, so your eyes aren't looking around everywhere. That is also going to help to steady your mind. So the mind, the awareness, likes to have something to focus on. It's going to help to cultivate single-pointedness, which in turn will help to create a sense of calm.
If your hands are interlaced, lower them down to the ground. A cycle of breath here with your hands released down. And inhale, root down to rise, reach your arms all the way up. Hands touch to heart center, exhale. One cycle of breath here. Feel that deep sense of grounding and release and letting go. This downward force of energy that we feel when we come out of a forward fold is called apana vayu, which helps to facilitate that release. Okay, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, tailbone stays lengthening down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, shoulders back, chin in. Exhale, plant your hands down and step back to high plank. Pause here, cycle of breath. Push the floor away, pubic bone pulls in. On your exhalation, you're going to lower down to your belly. You can always drop your knees down. Nice and controlled. We'll bring our tops of the feet down, hands to the backs of the lower back, palms facing up. Give your shoulders again a loop onto the back so the chest is open. As we inhale, we're going to reach the right arm all the way up ahead in front of us, circle it around, lift your head and chest, and point your left toes, lift your left leg off the ground. So right arm, left leg. Then as you exhale, bring everything back to center, right hand back on top of the lower back, and turn your head to the right, left ear down. And we'll try that same side again. So bring your head to center, lift, right arm extends up, left leg extends. And then exhale, lower down, look to your left, so right ear down. Now we're going to switch sides. Inhale, lift your chest, head center, left arm sweeps up, right leg extends. Exhale, bring everything back to center, look to your right, left ear down. Inhale, lift your head, chest, right arm, left leg. How smooth can you move? Exhale, everything comes back to home base, look to your left, right ear down. Head center, inhale, lift, left arm, right leg. Exhale, back to home base, look to your right, left ear down. One more time each side. Inhale, smooth lift, right arm, left leg. Exhale, back to home base, look to your left, right ear down. Last one. Inhale, lift, left arm, right leg. And then exhale, look to your right. Pause, relax your arms down by your side. Receive just for a moment. And then lift your head, look over to left, right ear down, pause, relax. Back to center. Bring your hands by your upper chest. So your hands are underneath the fronts of your shoulders, elbows in. Tuck your toes underneath. Inhale, push up, pull the belly in. And exhale, downward facing. Take a cleansing breath if you need. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. We're going to step the right foot through in between the hands. Gently place your left knee down. Inhale, just lengthen the spine here. Chest is open. Exhale, shift your hips back. Extend your front leg, right foot flex towards the face. And then come back to bend that right knee. Tuck your left toes underneath. Power up your back leg. We'll do the same here with the back leg extended. Inhale, just lengthen the spine, shoulders back. As you exhale, straighten your right leg, modified pyramid. So your right hip pulls back, all 10 toes are facing forward. A couple more times like this. Inhale, bend your right knee. Chest comes through, shoulders back. The back leg stays long. Exhale, right leg extends. Keep drawing that right hip back, lifting your torso out of your waist. Inhale, bend your right knee. Come forward, chest open, chin in. Exhale, shift your hips back. Modified pyramid. Take a cycle of breath here. Good. Re-bend your right knee. Really root down through that whole right foot here. And when you feel steady, you're going to reach your arms up. Inhale, high lunge just for a moment. And then as you exhale, bring your arms through airplane arms, torso forward. So your arms are by your sides. Chest is open. Extend through your fingers. Chin is in, back of the neck is long. Find your breath. Nice and steady. Inhale, reach your arms back up, high lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down. Take your arms to the inside of the right leg. We're going to move to Skandasana to the left. So you're going to lift your hips up a little higher, turn your heels in, toes out, and walk your hands all the way to the left, the back of your mat. Left knee bends, right leg extends. Pause here for a cycle of breath. Continue to have your legs support you so you're not just completely dumping your weight into your flexibility. And then walk your hands back, bend your right knee, come all the way forward, frame your right foot. Take your hands down, step back to high plank, pause here, inhale. As you exhale, lower down to your belly. You can always bring the knees down, point your toes, shoulders onto the back. Inhale to your baby cobra or cobra. And exhale, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring your heels up high, inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees down to the ground. Sit back on your heels. You can always bring a block in between your ankles for support. Pause here. Hands down on the thighs, shoulders back. Either eyes open along the horizon, or you can close down your eyes and just recenter your breath. Come back to that smoothness. Anchor yourself. Deep, smooth breaths. Okay, now we'll move to the other side. So just warming up, opening up the body. Come back to your downward dog, feet hip width distance. And we'll step the left foot between the hands. Gently place the right knee down. Inhale, lift your torso. So your hands stay down, just open up your chest. And as you exhale, shift your hips back and extend your left leg, flex the left foot. Inhale, come back forward. This time we're going to tuck the right toes underneath. Stay here, power up your back leg, stay for your exhale. And as your next inhale arrives, again, you're just gonna lengthen the torso, shoulders back. As you exhale, modified pyramid, lengthen the left leg so you're on the ball of the right foot, all 10 toes face forward. Left hip is pulling back as your spine lengthens. Inhale, bend your left knee so the back leg stays powered up, chest open. Exhale, shift back, modified pyramid. Fold over your left leg. And again, inhale, bend your left knee, spine nice and long, chest open. Exhale, shift back. Pause here for a cycle of breath, modified pyramid. Now re-bend your left knee. Prepare for your high lunge. So really root down through that left foot. Left hip is pulling back. When you feel steady and stable, reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. And as you exhale, airplane your arms. So arms come through, palms are down. Arms by your torso, by your sides. Chest open, shoulders back. Reach through your fingers, breathe. Chin is in, so steady. Inhale, reach your arms up, high lunge. And this time you're just going to step your right foot beside the left foot, feet hip width distance apart. Exhale, lower your arms down by your side. Mountain pose, shoulders back. Eyes up. Recalibrate. Recenter. Refocus. Okay. Now we'll prepare for Another sequence. So we're going to step the left foot back, and we're coming into true pyramid pose. So your left toes are on about a 45-degree angle. You're on 2 tracks. Your hips are facing forward. When you're doing this, notice if your back leg wants to kind of relax. You want to have it engaged. So the outer edge of the left foot is rooted as your back thigh is nice and engaged. Hips are facing forward. Now options here. You can have both hands behind your back, palm on top of palm, with the shoulders back. Option 2, your right hand stays behind you as your left arm reaches up and will fold this way with the left arm extended. The bicep stays by the ear. Option 3, a little more challenging. Both arms are up and we fold with both arms. You decide where you're at as long as you are not compromising the smoothness of the breath. If it's too much with 2 arms, take the 1 arm. If it's too much with 1, go back. So you don't want to aggravate the mind. We want to challenge it a little bit. We want to feel that heat, that tapas, but not so much so that it spins us out of balance. We want a little bit of heat to challenge, but not so much that we just can't catch our breath and we're actually getting too stimulated. So choose your path. I will take the middle path here. Right shoulder onto the back, bicep by the ears, or both bicep by the ears. Thumb is always reaching back. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to start to fold. The right hip is drawing back. As we lengthen the spine, you can always bend the right knee as much as you need, but keep the integrity and length in the spine. Inhale, lead with the thumb, biceps by the ear, rise back up to stand. How smooth can you make this with the breath, with the movement? Exhale, start to lower down. Long, smooth exhalations. Inhale, lead with the thumb, rise back up. Exhale, lower down, nice and smooth. Inhale, rise, challenge the strength of your spine. And as you lower down, we exhale, challenge the length of the spine. Release the right hand down, the left hand down. Fold here, breathe into the belly. Shoulders are out of the ears. Good. Inhale here, halfway lift with the spine. Stay here for your exhale. Left hand could be on a block or just on your fingertips. You're going to extend your right arm up for a twist. Keep drawing that right hip back. Again, you can always bend the right knee. Chest is open. Either look out to the side or look up to your right hand. Breathe into the belly. Anchor your mind to your breath. Smooth out any imbalances or twitches, and if the body is twitching, that's okay. We're just processing. Smoothing out the energy. Focus your eyes on one point. Look down and then lower your right hand down. Pause here in the fold. Breathe into the belly. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Stay here for your exhale, hands on the hips. Shoulders onto the back. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Feel the power of your legs and the strength of your spine. And then exhale, step your left foot forward, Tadasana Mountain Pose, palms face forward, shoulders back. Recalibrate, pause. Feel your feet on the ground, eyes along the horizon. Feel this deep sense of grounding and stability, and deep sense of ease and calm. All right, let's take this to the other side. New side, new perspective. Step your right foot back. It's about 1 meter back. Turn your right toes out on a 45-degree angle. You're on 2 tracks. Square your hips, and if your hands want to come on the hips to support that, you can do that. Like 2 headlights facing forward. Left hip is drawing back. Now here, choose your option, either option 1, hands behind you, option 2, right arm up, shoulders down and back, option 3, both arms up. If your arms are up, really commit to it and lengthen through the arms. Thumbs are back. Prepare here, inhale. As you exhale, start to come forward, nice and smooth. Exhale, left hip pulls back, bend your left knee as much as you need to, bicep by the ear. Leading with the thumb, inhale, rise up. Feel the power and strength of your spine and of your legs as well, all working together. Exhale, nice and smooth, lower down, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, lead with the thumb, rise up. Full breaths. Exhale, lower down, smooth, slow exhalation, anchoring the mind to the breath. Inhale, lead with the thumb, rise up, cultivating that deep stability in the body and in turn in the mind, in the breath. Exhale, lengthen as you lower. Inhale, lead with the thumb, rise up. And here we'll exhale, lower down, nice and smooth. And we'll release both hands down, breathe into the belly. Release the back of the neck. Preparing for our twist. Right hand can come on a block. Don't be shy to use your block. Inhale, halfway lift, so we lengthen first. And then we exhale and twist. The left hip's gonna pull back as your torso lengthens. Left arm up. Either look down or to the side or up. Breathe into the belly, abdominal breathing here. Find a spot to focus on with your eyes. And release any twitching. Commit to the posture. And then work with your breath, smoothing out any kinks. Okay, now look down. Lower your left hand down. Pause here. Ground. Breathe into the belly. Forward fold. Okay. Inhale here, halfway lift. Pause here. Hands on the hips for your exhale. Shoulders back, chin in. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. The power of your legs, power of your spine. And then exhale, step your right foot forward to meet the left, Tadasana. Receive this deep sense of grounding and release. This downward force of energy. Letting go whatever is not serving you, just let it leave through your body. Allow the earth to absorb it and alchemize it. So often we rush through the postures that we don't allow ourselves to pause and receive the gift of the asana, of the sequence. Okay, last standing posture here, and then we'll take it to the ground. So come towards the center of your mat, bring your feet together, and bring your hands into prayer. We'll come into Warrior 3. So we'll start with the left leg on the ground. Focus your eyes on one point, it'll help with your balance. And then your gaze will shift as we pendulum forward. So you're going to lift your right foot slightly off of the ground and start to pendulum forward with your right leg extending behind you as your torso comes forward. Hips stay closed. So the hips are going to probably want to open up. Just keep them closed. Don't worry about how high your right leg is. You can always bend your bottom leg, your left leg for support. And really reach your right heel back as if you're pressing a button on the back of the wall. Pull the belly in, chest open. Breathe here. You can always take your arms into those airplane arms if you'd like, or for that extra challenge, biceps by the ears, arms out in front of you, palms face each other, thumbs back. So you choose your path. Now with so much care and control, we're going to start to stand. Feel the strength of your supporting leg rise back up. Mountain pose, Tadasana, arms down by your side. Receive, adjust. Okay, let's go to the other side. Another perspective. Hands into prayer to start. Focus, gather yourself when you're ready. Find your balance. Left foot hovers. Start to pendulum forward. Left leg behind, hips closed. Belly pulls in, empower your lower back. Either right leg engaged or a little bend, but really engage the left leg that's in the air. Chest open. You decide where you want to bring your arms, either airplane arms or arms overhead. Eyes on one point. Breathe. Smooth. Deep breaths. When you're ready, so easily with grace, we're going to rise back up. Feel that supporting leg and come to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Pause, adjust, receive. Eyes up. Standing tall, proud, embodied, grounded, at ease. One more flow and we'll take it down. We'll flow down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Bend in the knees. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, shoulders back. Exhale, plant your palms. Either step back to down dog, or if you would like to flow, you come down either halfway chaturanga to your upper dog, or cobra. The inhale is your cobra or upward facing. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing. Cleansing breath out of the mouth. Bring your feet together, knees out wide, child's pose. Sit bones back to your heels. Rest your forehead, relax your shoulders. Breathe into the belly. Just allow the ground to support your release here. Okay. Now we'll come into a nice hip opener. Come back to downward facing. Feet hip width distance apart. Yogi's choice, either coming into pigeon on the right side or deer pose. Whatever hip opener is best for your body. I will take us to pigeon pose. So your right knee comes to your right wrist, right ankle towards the left. Slide the left leg back. Take a peek. Is your left leg in line with your left hip bone? Hips are in the center. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Use any blocks and props as you'd like to support your right hip, or bring something in front of your torso to rest yourself on, or you can just stack your fists and rest your forehead on there. Support yourself as you need. Wherever you are, once you find your position, just commit to that position, the posture. Softening the shoulders and the jaw. Close down your eyes. Use your exhales to help facilitate that release, any tension you might be holding in the hips. And don't let your mind just drift away. Stay tethered and anchored to your breathing. We'll start to come out of the shape, removing any props. We'll tuck the back toes underneath, push down through your hands, pull the belly in, and step back, downward facing. Take your hip opener on the other side, whatever you did on the first side. Second side, if you're coming into pigeon with me, left knee to left wrist, left ankle towards right wrist. Slide your right leg back. Take a peek. Is your right leg in line with your right hip bone? Hips in the center. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen. And then as you exhale, start to take your pigeon to sleep, using whatever props you'd like, or stacking the fists. Make the adjustments and notice if you're hesitating or avoiding to bring your weight to the center. And that's not to judge, we're just observing. Lean into it. Use your exhales to move through any resistance, release density. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. And be fully in your experience. If you find the mind likes to wander away, just anchor it to your breathing. Nice, smooth, deep breaths in and out. Fully inhaling and fully exhaling. Okay. We'll start to prepare to come out of the shape. Bring your torso up, removing any props. And we'll just come to sit on the left sit bone, and we'll bring the right leg forward, preparing for a seated twist. So your bottom leg will be bent, and take your right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Both sit bones are rooted. If that's not the case, sit up on a block or extend your left leg out long. We want to make sure the sit bones are rooted so that we are anchored and grounded as we deepen into a twist. So the right hand will come behind us as a kickstand, sit up tall. Left arm reaches up, inhale. And then exhale, hug your right thigh in or hook left tricep to right thigh. And we want to draw the right thigh close to the torso, torso to the thigh. Collarbones are open. Use your back hand to support you to sit up tall. And then the head is the last to turn. Breathe into your belly. And either eyes open or closed. And bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows or the forehead center. Anchor your awareness there. And breathe. Beautiful. Untwist, inhale back to center. Interlace your hands, hold on to your knees. Stay here for your exhale, pause. Awareness in the center of the forehead. Receive. All right, let's switch it to the other side. So unravel your legs, bend your bottom leg, and take your left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Sit bones grounded, and again, if that's not the case, sit on something or extend your right leg out in front of you. No problem. This is about the orientation of the spine, and we are twisting here, which is very, very balancing. So that's why it's important to keep the hips rooted, so that we invite in this sense of grounding. Left hand behind you, right arm reaches up, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left, hug the left thigh in or hook without forcing the hook. Draw your thigh in towards your torso, torso towards the thigh, collarbones open. Notice if that right shoulder wants to drop in. Keep it open. And then decide, eyes open or closed. And how do we know which one to do? If you close your eyes because you're avoiding something from keeping your eyes open, then try keeping your eyes open. If you're comfortable keeping your eyes open and not comfortable closing your eyes, try closing your eyes. And drop your awareness, your inner eyesight, right in the center of the forehead or between the eyebrows. Abdominal breathing. Focus on that light in the center of the forehead. Beautiful. Slowly release. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace your hands around your left knee. Pause here, exhale. Awareness in the forehead. All right, unravel your legs. Last asana before we come into Shavasana. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So extend your legs out, maybe take your hands and remove some of the flesh. You can always sit up on something. Knees can also be bent. Again, it's the orientation of the spine. Now we're folding forward. Feet are flexed, knees facing up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up. Here we are again, biceps by the ears. As we exhale, we're gonna hinge forward with a flat back. Come down halfway, biceps by the ears. Before we come down, you're gonna inhale, lead with the thumbs, rise back up to seated. And then exhale, lead here all the way down, long spine, and grab a hold of your feet. Pause here, drop into your breath. If you can't reach your feet, just bend your knees. And now the chin comes in, but we're not fully, totally rounding and letting go. We want to do a little bit of negotiating here. So hold on to your feet to draw the shoulders down and back as the chest comes through, and relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. The chin is in, back of the neck is long. So there is still some length and brightness in the chest, and we're also still folding here. This is the negotiating part. And maybe you close down your eyes here, and we are breathing into the belly, in and out through the nose. Drop into the breath, nice smooth breaths. Maybe even elongate your exhalations, longer exhalations. Cultivating that downward force of energy, as forward folds are very grounding, calming, healing, stabilizing. Allow yourself to drop into this fold. Okay. Same way we came in. We're going to extend our arms out in front of us, biceps by the ears, leading with the thumbs. Inhale, rise up with a flat back, arms up. And exhale, lower your arms down onto your thighs or on the ground. Pause here, receive your forward fold. Pause, breathe. All right, let's come down onto our backs. All the way down. Bring the knees into the chest one last time, up an asana. Give yourself a little hug, acknowledge your efforts. And then we'll extend the legs out into Shavasana. And before we totally let go, just have your arms by your side, palms up, maybe lift your chest a little, slide the shoulders under, relax the back down, heart space nice and open. Just for now, drop your awareness into your belly, up into your abdomen. And just focus on your grounding, smooth breaths, belly breathing. As you inhale, that's the invitation to bring life in. And as you exhale, that is the release, that is the surrender. Feeling all tension leave the body. Allowing our energy, your energy to settle. Allowing yourself to return home. Continue to follow the breath here into the belly for the next 30 seconds or so. And eventually your breath will adjust and the technique will be released. And your breath will be effortless. Your whole body is resting. And allow yourself to rest and receive in pure, spacious awareness.
And just notice what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multi-dimensional being. And know that this place of deep ease and stability and calm is always, always available to you. It is always there. It is your birthright. You can slowly start to deepen your breath once again. And start to bring movement back to your body, reawakening. Bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, stirring your body back to wakefulness. And bring your knees in toward you. Give yourself a hug. And you can roll up to a seat, however you'd like to meet me in a comfortable seated position. Support yourself as you need. You can either sit up on something, sit in a chair, sit up against the wall. We're going to do some pranayama, some breathing, and we'll finish with a meditation. Sitting up tall, hands on the thighs or hands on the lap, shoulders back. Chin is slightly in, so the back of the neck is nice and long. There's a beautiful long line, a long open channel from the roots all the way through the crown of the head. Close down your eyes and drop into your healthy breathing in and out through the nose. The breath is silent, and the breath is deep, and the breath is smooth and seamless. We'll move through a couple different breath ratios to prepare us to sit in stillness. I'll guide you through the first several rounds. And our first breath ratio will be inhale for 4 and exhale for 4, and then we'll shift to an inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. So to get on the same page, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And slowly begin. Inhale smoothly for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Slight change. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Slow it down. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale, 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. Count for yourself. Inhale, 4, and exhale for 6. Keep going. Just allow the breath to be nice and smooth without forcing. Allow your awareness to tether to the breath. All with ease. Stay with the breath. Finishing up your last round. Inhaling 4, exhaling 6. Once you've completed your final round, release the technique, release the counts. Allow your breath to adjust and shift your awareness to the center of the forehead or the space between the eyebrows. Breath is effortless. And allow yourself to rest in the light of the third eye, feeling the subtle pulsation in the center of the forehead. This deep luminosity. This pulsation of light. This light is offering us clarity, calm, and peace. And allow yourself to bathe in this subtle pulsation of light in the center of the forehead for the next minute or so. Slowly bring your palms to touch in front of the heart center, a slight bow in of the chin. Acknowledge the light within you, the teacher within you. Deepening your breath. May we remember and tap into this deep ease, this luminosity from within that offers us clarity and peace. May we remember this and take this off of our mat into the day, moment by moment, knowing that as we embody this and remember this, this ripples out into the collective, into everyone we come in contact with, that we engage with, that we pass by, offering this light, this peace, and offering it back to ourselves, remembering who we are. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for sharing your practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.